Hi there and welcome to another episode of Are They Done? And this episode we are going to be discussing Bon Jovi and Jon Bon Jovi's voice in particular, because he or they have announced a tour in 2026 and we're going to be discussing that in depth, and we're going to look at It's My Life live they've recorded just a couple of weeks ago. Before we get stuck into that, my name is Peter Vox. I am the director and principal teacher of Vox Singing Academy, which was established in 1993 here in beautiful Melbourne, Australia. If we could help you or someone that you know with their singing, we would be absolutely honored. Please check out the links below for more info. We give online singing lessons worldwide, 7 days a week. We also give face-to-face private singing lessons through our numerous studios throughout Australasia. Again, check out the links below. We love to help you out. That's what we pride ourselves on, is to give result-driven singing lessons, achieving results in 3 weeks if you follow the teacher's instructions, or your money back. Okay, without any further ado, let's discuss the up-and-coming world tour of Bon Jovi in 2026. Now, I heard rumors about a month ago, around October, that Richie Sambora was apparently going to be on board for this tour. Apparently that is not going to happen. He's going to go with his guitarist that he's been using for the last couple of years. And I have done a react video previously to Jon Bon Jovi when he was having some major vocal issues on the last American tour that he did. Now, apparently he has rehabilitated himself and he's singing better, and he said that in interviews that he's not going to tour until his voice is great and he can give a phenomenal performance, because you can go back. I'll actually put it in the link in the description. I'll put a link to my reaction video to him singing on the last tour, and it was, it wasn't great at all, and I actually really felt for him because he was really struggling. Now, with Bon Jovi, legendary 80s band, amazing, released some of the most iconic stadium rock anthems that we could possibly imagine. Slippery When Wet shot them to fame in the 80s. Had the huge hits off that album, and had the amazing voice that he really gave it to it live, put on amazing live performances, seen them numerous times live in the 80s and the early 90s as well. So phenomenal singer back then. With both of them, Richie Sambora and Jon, were an amazing team, and they really had that sound that really defined them. The voices worked off each other fantastically well. Very similar to Cold Chisel with Ian Moss and Jimmy Barnes. But as we know, we had those iconic songs in the 80s that we absolutely loved. And Jon, I know, was a smoker, and I'm not quite sure whether he's still smoking, but I know he was smoking, recently. I'm not quite sure whether he's given up and that was part of his vocal health issues. I don't know any back history of his vocal health issues, but I know that he has said that his voice was broken, basically. Now, I have never thought that Jon Bon Jovi's technique has been great. I thought he's been more on the belt side, and I think that he was singing higher than probably what his voice was capable of doing for long periods of time. Yes, you can do it in the recording studio, but go and back it up night after night, it's a very hard thing to do with what he was doing, particularly off those massive songs, You Give Love a Bad Name, Dead or Alive, all those songs that went very high. Anyway, we're going to listen to a a video here that was posted. I started that premature. That was posted just 2 weeks ago. Okay, so it was posted late October 2025. It is apparently Bon Jovi live in 2025. It's My Life. Now, I haven't watched this video at all. I've just watched the first 30 seconds of it. So I know that it's in a studio. It's not live to a crowd. I don't know how much help he's got on his voice vocally, how much it's auto-tuned, reverb, how much it's been fixed up before they've released this, but I'm sure that there has been quite a bit of work and editing done on this to make him better. So we're going to add that into this recording, that it's probably been altered slightly or helped out, so it's better than what it probably, that I'd love to hear the isolated vocal of this. I've just heard him before anything was done, but let's listen to It's My Life live by Bon Jovi in October 2025.
This ain't a song for the broken hearted.
So I just already want to start here with this first line. That first line there, the lyric is, "This is a song for the broken-hearted." Now you can already hear that Jon isn't pronunciating. It was, "This is a song for the broken-hearted." So he's not pronunciating. So whether he's had a stroke or something like that, God forbid that would happen to anyone, but his mouth is not pronunciating properly. This is a song for the broken-hearted. Now, his mouth was working, probably not as well as mine, but it was working. But he just wasn't pronunciating. You can hear that you just couldn't understand what he said then. Okay, so anyway, let's keep on going.
No silent prayer for faith deep hearted. I'm gonna be just a face in a crowd, gonna hear my voice shout out loud. It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I'm gonna live a life. It's my life. My heart is like the open highway. Crazy that I did it my way. That's gonna live while I'm alive. It's my life.
Okay, so first verse, first chorus. A lot to take in there. Great production, multiple camera angles, band sounds super tight if it's live. Maybe there's playing to a track. Look, Jon's voice, there's absolutely no doubt that Jon is singing this live. How much it's doctored, I don't know. He has a lot of help here. All of the band members are coming in and helping him out. The keyboard player, the guitarist. Looked like the guitarist was actually singing the higher harmony, but singing Jon's vocal as well too. So a lot of help, him coming in singing there. The keyboard player was doing the vowel harmonies to this particular song here, so there was a bit of help there. Again, Jon, he was cutting out words here and there to get breaths, so his breath support was right on the money. He was standing and delivering, posture was straight. He was nearly kind of bracing on the mic stand. So everything's nice and straight, which is great. Great technique. So that's fantastic. His breathing was right on point. His mouth is working, but it doesn't seem to be working properly. So as I said, maybe he's had something happen. I know that you can have that My mum had it where you get half of your face that goes that loses its function. I forgot what it's called now, but it would come to me. But God forbid my mum had it when I couldn't speak. But again, that comes back completely. So again, his pronunciation isn't that great. Okay. He's trying, he's doing his best. He's bracing. I would probably not try to have this because it kind of tends to tighten up this area here. So I would just be moving like this, not holding the mic stand. I would just be trying to keep this top part of your body nice and loose and relaxed, and getting your diaphragm working, because that's really the main point. His breathing's right on point. He's trying his heart out. He is super locked in and super focused, trying to give the best vocal performance that he possibly can. This video is a promotion, basically, I'd be saying, for the up-and-coming tour to say he can still sing and deliver. Come and see me perform, okay? Let's watch the next part of it, okay? Let's watch the next part and see how he goes. But that's my point so far.
It's for the ones who stood their ground. So Tommy and Gene who never back down. Tomorrow's dead, tomorrow making no mistakes. Recognize like you gotta make your own grace. It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. That's what I live my life. It's my heart is like the open highway. Breaking and I did it my way. That's what I live my life. It's my life. There's a tale told when they calling you out. Don't bend, don't break, don't back down. It's my life, now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. That's gonna live my life. My heart is like the open highway. Making it, I did it my way. That's gonna live my life. Now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. That's gonna live my life. My heart is like the open highway. Breaking it, I did it my way. That's gonna live my life. It's my life.
Whoa. Okay. Let's leave it right there. Alrighty, there was a lot to take in there. So
I
I love Bon Jovi. I love him in the 80s and early 90s. I really do. I feel for Jon. I do feel for him. You can see that there was a bit of anxiety for him to go up and do that, and a bit of a monkey on the back going. He had the smile, the teeth look great, Jon, amazing. But yeah, you can see that he was a little bit under distress doing this. He's not in a super happy place. Like, he's got the big smiles in between it, and he's playing that there. But you can see he's really focusing. His posture's straight. He's really trying to deliver. Now, a couple of things. He was singing out of time there, particularly in the breakdown before it goes into that last chorus. I was actually wondering, because I knew this song had a key change, I was actually wondering, are they going to do the key change here? Because he must just be regretting the key change there, and he must be regretting the key change in some of the other songs that he's got as well too. But to help him out, this song is tuned down, okay? It's not in the same key. I don't know what key this song is, but it's definitely not the same key. I'd be saying it's a full step down by the sounds of it, but don't quote me. If a muso was out there, they want to tell me, that would be fantastic. He was going out of time in the second verse, and that, as I said, that little breakdown before it goes to the last chorus, that was way out of time and out of key as well too. His pronunciation is not that great. It's not bad in the chorus. It's not bad in the chorus, but in the verses where he's storytelling, and Jon Bon Jovi, inspired by Bruce Springsteen from Jersey, Jersey boy, storytelling is a lot to do with the makeup of Bon Jovi songs. So I couldn't understand a lot of what he was saying. Didn't understand anything in that little breakdown before, as I said, the key change in the last chorus there. He's definitely not as bad as what he was before, but he's not what he was. He's trying really hard. I really think that he's missing the crying technique. Bon Jovi used to use a sobbing technique when he was singing, when he was a great singer. So in that, he's just going, "It's my life." He's just sort of chugging it out instead of putting like a "It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever." You'd get the notes a lot easier. He's going like, "I ain't gonna live forever." So he's just going at it with a straight belt voice. So he'd be greatly served to regain his soul again. It's going to make him sound better, and it's going to make him get the high notes. So that's the third point that I'd be working on. The second point is timing. He's got to watch his timing. Now I know he's chopping in breaths, which is kind of stopping his timing a little bit. He's coming in late every time he's chopping in those breaths. But there are some places that he was well and truly out of time on. And look, the number one point that I'd be working on is he's got to work on his pronunciation. He's got to use his mouth more. It looks like he can't, and that's not helping him out with the pronunciation, particularly like the first line of the song. It was mumbled, basically. So, look, I feel for Jon. It looks like he can see the anxiety in his eyes, and you can see the anxiety in his face and his performance. He's not having fun. He's not having fun because he's thinking, man, I need to deliver. I need to stay on point here. He's lucky that he's got amazing vocalists. It looks like all the vocalists in the band sing and are coming in and are chopping him out and really helping him out. Because if he had to basically go back and sing by himself, he'd be at sea, and he'd be in some strife. Anyway, that's my opinion. Okay. Would I go and see Bon Jovi now with a performance like that? Definitely not. But a lot of people, it's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Don't hold it against me. I like to see bands who are in their prime. I've seen Jovi in their prime in the 80s and early 90s. I've seen them in, I think, 94 for the... oh God, what was the tour? But it was 94 or 95, and it was he was amazing. They were amazing, and that was. It wasn't the last time I seen them because I also seen them when they were on, I think, the Rumba tour with Pink. But that was the last time that I seen them. I don't like to go and see bands when they're not. I know a lot of people go for the nostalgia and to relive their past and the past glories, but this isn't what I grew up with. I seen Bon Jovi in the 80s. It's just amazing spectacle, the jumping and the moving that he was doing and the interaction between the bands, and vocally he was amazing. He was just going absolutely balls out. Just giving him an amazing vocal performance, and that's how I want to remember Bon Jovi, and that's how I remember them. I don't want to go and see them and taint that experience. But look, a lot of people are going to go and take their kids and go for the nostalgia point of view, and I totally understand that. From my counting in that video, there's only 3 original members left: a drummer, the keyboard player, and Jon. Again, I've seen Bon Jovi in their the full flight, so and that's how I want to remember them. I wouldn't go and personally, I wouldn't go and see them. I'm going to be saying that he'd be, maybe not be able to sing as long as well too. So I'm going to be saying that he'll be singing for over an hour plus, going over the big bangers and calling it a day. He won't be going and doing any sort of 2-hour stints like that. The way that he's probably singing to probably not wear his voice down. So that's my opinion. The other backing vocalists in the band are friggin' amazing. Jon is struggling. Jon's at probably 50% of his power, and you make a decision on whether you want to go and see them tour as well too, off your own back of what you've seen here. I would also watch the first couple of shows and also see how his voice is going through the show. If his voice might be deteriorating through the show, he might be doing less through the show. That's my opinion. I hope Jon can get back to full recovery. I've given him the tips to get back to full recovery. Breathing support's great. He's got to get his cries back. He's got to get his timing back, which is a pretty easy thing to basically fix, and he's got to get his articulation, pronunciation, and diction happening. Again, if you've got these problems with your voice, we can help you out very easily, but you've got to follow our instructions. Check out the links below. If you want to get singing lessons to improve your voice, whether you're a hobby singer or a pro singer like these guys on the boards, please, we'd love to help you out online or at our numerous studios, and that's what we really do. Love doing. Thank you for watching. If you like this channel, click like, subscribe. If you want me to do a Are They Done video or a reaction video, put it in the links below or the description below. Say hello, drop by, say hello, without any more of my mumblings. Enjoy your singing, enjoy life, live each day as if it's your last, and peace and much love until the next video. Bye-bye.